Hello and welcome to the Crow's Eye the Hole. So I've decided for this week because I am stressed out and doing a whole bunch of shit in my life right now. I'm gonna take a break from the games that we've been playing and get started playing a few other ones, just a couple to get test the waters, get you interested. I have no idea what this game is other than that it is a horror game. Move the slider. What image? Oh, that image. There. I can barely see it. Here's what it looks like. There. Apply. I would assume they are fictitious.
Run, my son! Run!
Run.
Don't let him get his hands on you!
Okay. So am I supposed to be running? Ah. Am I not supposed to be making noise?
March 28th, 1947. This university is madness. I honestly don't even understand how I accepted collaborating in this case. I shouldn't have listened to my wife. I know she thinks I'm capable, but I'm just not ready. These pills they prescribed me make me feel weak.
Hello? Hello? Testing, testing. Oh, yes, perfect. Welcome once again to the beginning of the experiment. Circumstances have changed since the last time you were here, but you probably don't even remember.
I'm gonna pause this for a second. I'm gonna look something up. Store page. Developer. Nope, this is the only game they have. Other than the deluxe edition. Which I don't really know what that gives me. Unless it's just the soundtrack and whatnot. Which, okay.
I'll remind you then, there are no rules unless I feel.
I'm gonna test another thing real quick. You can't see it, but I'm trying to move it around my screen to see if I can fit this better on my screen. Options, video. Yeah, this is my resolution. Then why is it not I don't know. The bottom of the screen's weird.
Just remember, this is no race. You can take all the time you want.
Controls. Unless it's video. For or general. It's just a little too sensitive for me. That's better.
Let the show go on.
really know what's going on. There was some dude talking. Yes, I know I was interrupting him, but didn't sound like he had much to say anyways. Okay. Science is the religion of the modern world. Ooh, that's all fucked up. Oh, I can't climb over that. I don't know how. Oh, no, you can jump. I want to go this way. Pretty art. Like, weird, but pretty. Oh, there's blood on the floor. Romaldo, Herrera, Jack Maywes, Samantha Smith, and Edward Shipman. Ooh, I can move it. Okay. Back. Oh, I have a sprint? How is the girls' bathroom blocked from the other side? I don't want to leave yet. Oh, I don't want to save. Oh, not yet, because I have a feeling that I need to be able to. I wanna search through here first. Get. Oh fuck. Dear Carolyn, I'm writing this letter as I promised. I'm going to try to write to you every day, but you know how forgetful I am. If I fail to write one day, please don't panic. This university is truly unique and inspires respect. Apparently, it used to be an old mansion that was remodeled as a medical university. Upon arrival, the principal has offered me to stay in a dorm within the university, as the residence is full and there's no room for anybody else. The policemen are occupying the dorms that remained. It seems that the police are ahead of my investigation. I must talk to them, although it's as if I was a burden. They aren't very happy about me being here, and that makes me somewhat reluctant when it comes to dealing with them. I'll keep you posted about my progress in this case, and please don't worry, I'll spare you the grisly details, Pumpkin. Wouldn't want you to worry. Love you, your favorite private detective, Benjamin Bennett. Okay. What do I do with this? Why is it glowy? Huzzah. It's clearly glowy for a reason. Oh. I see. Am I supposed to bring it up here? Oh, right there. That's where it goes. I didn't really see much else in there. Okay, so we're gonna go save. Oh. Why is this open? I'm gonna die, aren't I? Why did I need a ladder? Just a minute. We're gonna pause the game for a second. My cat's making a mess again. Alright. Well, now we go over here. Save the game. Yes. And back. Oh. Where do I need the ladder for? Oh. Is it for here? No. Where do I need the ladder for? Is it in the girls' bathroom? No, that's where I got the ladder. Is it for in here? No. Is it for in here? No. Is it for in here? Ah, yes. Nom nom. Well, it's this way. Secrets. My dearest Carolyn, it's been 2 days since I left, and I'm already missing you. I'm grateful this is something temporary, and we'll be seeing each other in a few days. We won't be too far from each other. Barely a few hours keep us apart. How is our little one doing? I'm really looking forward to seeing you both. I'm sleeping on a couch, and I'm not really able to rest at ease. I've seen several photographs of the missing people, and their faces barely let me sleep. They're all stuck in my mind. Edward Shipman, Romaldo Herrero, Samantha Smith, and Jack Maywees. The names seem taken from one of those novels you adore. It's so sad they went missing the way they did. I don't even want to imagine what their parents must be going through. If our son had gone missing, I don't even want to think about it. By the way, do you happen to remember my old friend Ricardo Herrero, the politician? It looks like one of the missing young lads. Romaldo Herrero is his nephew. What a coincidence. I've been thinking about it, and I hope to get back to work, and I hope that getting back to work will be useful for me in a way. I'm taking it as a treatment to return to normality. The problem is that the police mock me and aren't making it exactly easy. Love you both. P.S. I look forward to receiving your letters. I would hope so. Oh no. Called it. And there's just a nothingness. Understood. the hell am I now?
March 29th, 1947. Four students gone missing in a university as prestigious as this one, and Director Holdwick gives me a week to help him sort this out. I don't even know where to start. And why only 7 days? Thankfully, the police force will do anything necessary to solve the case. My hands, however, are tied. Why contract a private detective for such a few days? I don't understand. But if it hadn't been for that, I wouldn't have accepted the job.
Dear Carolyn, I haven't received any reply from you yet. Is everything alright? I need to hear from you. I've had a terrible night. I couldn't sleep and I might have taken too much medication. I've fallen into a deep sleep and I've had a nightmare that looked extremely real. In the last nightmare I remember, I was on a cliff so dark that you couldn't see the end of it. And a while after feeling anxious and having my heart in a fist, I jumped into the void and as I fell, I felt better. I've also had several nightmares about our son. You know how bad it is when this happens. I'd rather not share anything else in this regard. I've been talking to William Holtwick, the principal of the university. I intend to interrogate him, and he's somehow turned into my psychologist and provided some moral support. He has pointed out that he already knew about my condition, hence why he hasn't set any limits for me. He seemed to believe I would accept collaborating with him in the case under these circumstances. The truth is that opening up to him has encouraged me a little. The case is turning out to be rather complicated. We've been questioning all the faculty and the students from the university, but we haven't achieved anything remarkable yet. Waiting for your reply. Love, Benjamin. Okay. So we're investigating missing students in a weird rundown place. Oh, this must be the other side of that. We'll continue on. Oh, in a second. That's pretty. I want to undo that door. And now we're here. Okay, so this one was the block door. I see. So here. Oh no.
Post-traumatic stress. Really? Some people make up a load of bullshit to stop working. Seriously, why am I always the one to deal with loonies? A mentally disturbed guy who becomes a private detective and who doesn't like his job. That's all I need. I'm running out of patience, and this has just begun.
Tape plus cloth equals bandage. Why do I need to know how to make a bandage? Because I'm gonna get injured, obviously. Dear Ben, as strange as it may be, I don't understand why none of my letters are reaching you. I certainly hope this one does. Next time the postman comes, I shall ask him. Having a special morning service for the officers involved in the case is certainly something, but it seems my letters are getting lost. Mailing service. If you are having a tough time, you can leave it. Your health always comes first. Nevertheless, we'll see each other in a few days, so hold on to that thought. Please go easy on the medication. You are perfectly aware that it doesn't do you any good, as the doctor told you. If I find out that you've overdosed on medication again, you and I will have a very serious conversation when you return home. I want that when you come back home, you can be at ease and think that getting back to the routine was worth. It is indeed an unfortunate coincidence that Romaldo Herrero is one of the missing people. You already know my thoughts on this. Coincidences don't exist. By the way, doesn't the surname Holtwick sound familiar to you? Hmm. Ah. Ah! Fuck was that? I'm okay in terms of health. Worm. It was a worm. That's garish.
March 30th, 1947. Today I went to interrogate Rector Holtwick. A curious subject as there ever was. He seems to be a smart and cult man. He defends his ideals regarding the advance in all fields of medicine, be it physical or mental. And what strikes me the most is that he has no qualms in flattering other scientists whose methods aren't the least orthodox.
Oh, I see they're like fold downs. 7256. Understood. Oh, look, a safe. Two, 5, 6.
New record. The key you just obtained opens the door to the floor below. Go there. We're going to add some difficulty. I hope you don't mind. I'm warning you. I'm not going to intervene during the level. I trust you're not going to chicken out now.
We're gonna save first. Okay. 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 Well, that's not healthy. Oh, yeah. E. Oh, wait. Craft. And craft. Craft. I didn't really care enough to do this, but whatever. There we go. Pretty sure I saw something over there. The police are a bunch of incompetent brats. They've spent over a week on the case and haven't found anything useful yet. This is going to affect the university's reputation for sure. Today's the second time they interrogated me, and I'm tired of telling them about my routine and personal life, and they make a mess of my office. and I have to put everything back into place again right after. Could you speak to the officers and kindly ask them to stop disturbing us? We're all very concerned, of course, and time is precious, but that doesn't mean they have to pester everybody with their work. Where is their professionalism in this? I'm the first one feeling down by the recent events, Jack. Jack was my favorite student. I hope this is over soon. I don't trust you. Hmm. Hmm.
Teaching classes isn't my thing. I don't know how long I'll be able to bear with this cover. While I'm teaching, my head spins unceasingly to find the solution to the compatibility problem between donor and receiver. It's difficult enough finding an Imperial Eagle to jeopardize one of its extremities again. I only want my working hours to end to continue my investigation in the hole.
Well then. Hmm. Hmm. Dear Dr. Holtwick, this is the last notice we are sending you to partake in the Rainbow Project. As an American citizen with full rights as you are now, you must comply with certain obligations, and you are required to attend our call in the event the state requires so. If otherwise, we shall bring you here by force to and collaborate with us against your will. Allow us to remind you that partaking in this project will not only render economic profits, but will also allow you to have further privileges which we would grant you at the end of the project. Privileges which, we must add, will allow you to carry out your scientific feats with much more precision, sufficient resources, and, moreover, the consent of the very government. As the man of science you are, we trust that you will accept our request and answer our call willingly. This is a unique opportunity to make history. Needless to say, your assistance is needed in order to achieve this purpose. We are aware that the singularity of the experiment does not awake your interest, but nobody dares to predict the effects that might occur to the ship's crew, and that is where you would intervene. Finally, we remind you that both the project and the characteristics of our agreement shall be kept confidential, and under no circumstances must they reach the public. People are not ready for such findings. We imagine that you are aware of this. The first test shall begin on July 21st of this year, but preparations may take several months. Therefore, we hope to meet you here on the upcoming February 28th. Yours sincerely, Alex Brooks. Hmm. Ink and cloth make maps. Hmm. Easy peasy. Okay. Guess we have to go through the door. Well, there's a save point at least.
I feel a little guilty. If these agents are poking about so enthusiastically, it must be because I've done something wrong. It would be a pity that all of our hard work went to waste because of me. If I didn't tell Dr. Holtwig, it would be as if I was lying to him. But I should warn him and assume the consequences.
The music is pretty. A wooden board. Nails.
I spent several hours looking for Professor Evelyn O'Donnell. I've had her practically glued to me as I worked, and now that I want to speak with her, she has disappeared from the face of the earth. Seeing such a peculiar professorate, I wonder how the students from this place must be. I imagine that having to lacerate bodies and observe entrails every day ends up disturbing you, even if it's only a little. I'd better warn the police force to have an eye on Evelyn before I withdraw from the case.
I'm not using the right tool. Well, I don't have the saw. Unless I'm... Oh, there it is. Nails, saw, board, craft. Yeah. Oh. Oh, I see. What am I supposed to do with this? Oh, God. Oh, I see. It's like the life of these. That's not good. Yeah, because he's brainwashing you and doing scientific experiments on you, claiming to want to help the investigation because he's the cause of the investigation. Obviously. Okay. So if I go this way... Understood, probably poison. Dr. Dear William Holtwick, the redhead crewman is complaining that the tingling in his brain is becoming more intense over time. We have conducted several tests and the results are disturbing. It seems that, albeit slowly, he is losing mental and motor skills, added to the fact that his apathy is increasing. It appears obvious to me that this is being caused by the Philadelphia experiment, but the rest of the team fails to see it as clearly, or they simply have no wish to see it. The doctors have discharged him and have recommended that he spend some quality time with his family. They are convinced that he is suffering from post-traumatic stress owing to the experience he lived in the Rainbow Project. When his family arrived, I saw his two sons, who were hardly 8 and 10 years old, looking worried and fearful. With tears in their eyes, they complained how their father was behaving oddly. And the man was not even interested in showing his children that he was fine. If the situation remains the same, he might be transferred to a mental hospital. What would you do, William? Probably kill the dude. Aw.
1 week in this shitty university, I've barely been able to drink some booze, and on top of all, I have to put up with that Bennett. He thinks that for having been here for longer than he can give me orders. He and his theories of conspiracy can all go to hell.
I didn't want to continue.
In here, there's nothing more than books and kiddos who believe to be something, just because they're wearing a nameplate and a uniform. I am so willing...
I wanted to, stay on this floor.
I spent several hours looking for Professor Evelyn O'Donnell.
I'm not going to
I had her
reread the
practically
things that I've
glued to
already
me as I
read.
worked, and now that I want to speak with her, she has disappeared from the face of the earth. Seeing such a peculiar professorate, I wonder how the students from this place must be. I imagine that having to lacerate bodies and observe entrails every day ends up disturbing you, even if it's only a little. I'd better warn the police force to have an eye on Evelyn before I withdraw from the case.
There. That's where I already went. What's this way?
April 1st, 1947. Director Holtwick has given me more time to work on the case, and I just couldn't say no. He's been extremely persuasive.
Wonder why.
picturing getting back home in a couple of days. I spent too long without seeing my family. I don't know how I'll bear this until the end. It's becoming more and more difficult for me to concentrate these days.
Okay. So, dear William Holwick, I am writing you again regarding your request for information about further side effects originated from the Rainbow Project. I still believe there are several things that need to be done, and which of many, of course, pique your interest, but I respect your decision to leave. It has been a month since the third crewman disappeared, the one who had apparently come out unscathed from the experiment. The latest information we have in this regard is very confusing. We have gathered witnesses who assure us he was in a bar drinking alcohol when he suddenly got into a fight. Witnesses say he started to disintegrate and integrate intermittently until he finally vanished without a trace. This added to the rumors saying that the information Nikola Tesla obtained to conduct the experiment was provided by extraterrestrial life forms only generates further uncertainty. I barely know what to think anymore. I have obviously dismissed any rumors involving extraterrestrial life, but having seen what I have seen in the Philadelphia experiment, the crewman vanishing without a trace while having a drink at a bar does not seem so crazy. The two remaining uninjured crewmen seem to be in perfect condition, although one of them, Hurley McCannon, the redhead, has been complaining the past few days, saying he felt an odd tingling in the brain, which, as he defined it. He is apparently healthy. We will conduct tests on the redhead, and I shall keep you informed on any further developments. James Lafleur. 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 Ah. Me and my weird noises. Oh yeah, for those that don't know, I make weird noises. Occasionally. It's more common if you're in person with me. I already read this one. Oh my gosh. It's a poison hallway. Door is blocked. I hear water. Okay. And we have laser beams. Not even gonna try it. I feel like that would end very badly for me. Yep. We've already heard this one, or we were hearing it.
Shitty university, I've barely been able to drink some booze, and on top of all, I have to put up with that Bennett. He thinks that for having been here for longer than he can give me orders. He and his theories on conspiracy can all go to hell. In here, there's nothing more than books and kiddos who believe to be something, just because they're wearing a nameplate and a uniform. I am so willing to arrive home and get wasted.
This is a relatively simple puzzle. And I push it over, then I push it back. Oh, I see, I see, I see. Zoom. Weird. Okay. Okay.
LaFleur saw me smile the other day as I carried out the protocols and asked, scared, if I enjoyed what I did. Truth is, he made me think about the situation. Do I enjoy it? It's true that human traits cannot be attributed to an animal. But would it be fair to consider the lion is sadistic because she has to kill the gazelle to feed her cubs? It isn't the process that is enjoyed, but the result. I imagine that the lioness will enjoy having some peace of mind, knowing that her cubs can be properly fed. When it comes to survival, you don't just beat around the bush. And sometimes I think that we are hypersensitive.
Okay. Well, I didn't get any special way of removing that. Didn't really get anything from down there either. Ah, here it is. And now it's gone. The redhead crewman from the Philadelphia experiment, Hurley McCannon, is dead. Everything has happened in so little time, but to summarize, he ended his own life. What is surprising, however, is what has been found inside his skull. But let me break this down. I am certain you will enjoy what I'm about to tell you just as much as I will enjoy telling you. His apathy and the tingling in his brain increased day after day. His wife told us that the only way Hurley could ease that tingling was by sitting on the balcony railing on the 10th floor and gaze at the sky, with the obvious danger entailed. This obviously worried his family, and their fright increased over time. And under the doctor's recommendation, he was confined to a mental hospital. Once there, things failed to go any better. He began to isolate himself from other people and from any stimulus. He showed no interest in anything, not even eating. And I have told them I have told them 1,000 times about giving metal cutlery to potential suicidal people, but of course they never listened. They sat in front of him a plate of food with the metal cutlery perfectly sharpened side by side, and he spent several hours there without eating a bit, without uttering a word, staring blatantly at the wall in front of him. One of the doctors, seeing that the food was being eaten by flies, opted to remove the plate and throw the meal in the bin, but he forgot to take the cutlery away. The redhead took the fork, held it firmly, stared at the doctor in an odd way, and then stabbed his own eye with it. He split his eyeball open. Right after that, he began to shout some nonsense as he banged his head on the table, which inserted the fork further into his skull through the eye, and so he died. But what'd you find in his skull? Or was that it? A fork.
I don't know where my companions are. I've locked myself in a room, and I'm hoping somebody will find me. I feel worse every minute, and I can't find my pills. I'm getting paranoid. I think I've already lost any contact with reality. I don't know what to do. I'm really, really frightened.
Understood. Oh dear. Um. Um. Mmm. There. I knew what I needed to do, but... Oh shit. Ah. Oh. Ah, shit. Oh, I almost did. I just jumped a little too early. There we go. Okay. Understood. And this is why you wait to save your game. Wow. That was bad on my part. Ah.
I've seen it again, but it's strange. It as if I'd lived it over and over again. This has been happening to me ever since I got out of that damn ship. From that time, I can only remember seeing my companions completely overwhelmed by the situation, surrounded by thick green mist. I remember closing my eyes, unable to stop hearing screams, gasps, lamentations. I feel really dizzy, and I don't even know where these ducks take to. I can't stop thinking about my wife and son. They are the reason I can still go on. April 2nd, 1947. Benjamin Bennett.
Okay. What am I supposed to do in here, though? Oh. And I'm on the first floor again.
He was in front of me. Light barely illumined his features. Just about enough to observe the look on his face. His mind didn't seem to respond to anything. I panicked, and I fell on the floor. At that moment, I could only distinguish a black wing substituting his right arm. When I stood up, he wasn't there anymore. Could this be real?
Alright. We are going to save the game and come back to it another day. I think there's quite a bit more for this, we'll see, so maybe I will definitely be playing it again, just not tonight. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow, maybe, hopefully, we'll see. Got some big changes in my life going on, so uploads may be inconsistent, they may not be exactly on schedule, but I do have that schedule written down, so one day I will get back to it if that is the case. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.